Yeah.
Hey kittens and poodles, it's me Keisha and I'm here with a new behind the scenes tea video. So you guys, Bravo has a new show coming out called Next Gen that will be airing on June 3rd, and it stars some of the housewives' children along with other socialites around New York. And baby, the drama has already began. Gia Giudice and Riley Burruss are cast members on the show. And before the show has even aired, Gia is already coming for Riley. But before we get to that drama, let's meet the cast of Next Gen NYC and learn about their storylines for season 1. First up, we have Ariana Biermann, who is the first in her family to leave Atlanta and step out on her own. No safety net, no family backup, just high school sweetheart Hudson, a dream of launching a streetwear line, and a one-way ticket to New York City. Growing up with mom Kim Zolciak Biermann on The Real Housewives of Atlanta taught her how to navigate chaos, keep her circle tight, and always stand up for what's right. Can she build a life on her own terms, or is she about to learn that Southern loyalty doesn't always translate in the big city? It's going to be interesting getting to know Ariana. When she was on Housewives, she was a little girl. Then when Kim had her own show on Bravo, Don't Be Tardy for the Party, we saw her grow up into being a teenager. But she was never really the focus because she was a quote unquote smart one. She didn't really care about all of the glitz and glamour of it all like her sister and her mom. She was the more calm, settled, even killed one. So it's gonna be kind of dope getting to see her personality outside of her family and see how she fits in with this circle of people in Atlanta. And I guess us seeing her relationship with her boyfriend Hudson, who is also on the show. Riley Burruss may have music legend and The Real Housewives of Atlanta veteran Kandi Burruss as a mom, but she's determined to make her own mark on her own terms. Riley hustled through her NYU years, snagging every high-profile internship in sight. Level-headed and totally unfazed, she says exactly what she's thinking, which makes her the go-to for people who can handle the truth. Now she has 1 year to discover her true passion for it's off to law school and a 9-to-5 life. And with a childhood friend, Ariana Biermann, suddenly back in her orbit, things are about to get a lot more dramatic. Can Riley figure it all out, or is growing up about to serve her a major reality check? I can't wait to see Riley on this show. I think it's going to be so dope to see her back on our screens. I'm very proud of what Riley has made of herself, graduating from NYU, studying to be a lawyer. Riley has been out in New York City doing the damn thing, and I really love that being out in New York City gave her the opportunity to build a relationship with Todd's daughter. They're super close now. They're so sisterly towards each other. I wonder why she didn't want to do the show. Maybe she's just not a reality show type of girl. But I also can't wait to see how this is going to go down between Riley and Ariana being friends. Their mamas ain't really cool with each other anymore. And I would be weary of Ariana. If she anything like her mama and her sister, you can't really trust them Zolciak girls. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see how long this little rekindled friendship lasts, if it lasts at all. Ava Dash has always had that it factor. The daughter of music mogul Damon Dash and fashion icon Rachel Roy, Ava was surrounded by legends from day one, but she's never needed a famous last name to turn heads. Cool, calm, and effortlessly collected, Ava is the girl every guy wants to date and every girl wants to be. She grew up in Tribeca and after years in LA is now back in the city pursuing modeling full time. With a new guy in the picture and fresh faces entering the circle, Ava's effortless reign as the group's most wanted might not be so effortless after all. Now, we have seen Ava Dash grow up from a little girl doing the Rockefeller days. We've seen her on Growing Up Hip Hop LA with Dame Dash. We've seen the dynamics between her and her father. It has been up and down throughout the years. Right now, everything is good. We haven't seen Rachel Roy really at all anymore since her clothing line got discontinued from Macy's. You know, Rachel used to be a key figure in the New York City socialite fashion world, but she kind of like just faded into obscurity. And I think that a lot of that also has to do with the rumors of her being Becky with the good hair. Ava is a beautiful girl. It was funny in the trailer to see Dame Dash say that, you know, she don't date black guys. You know, she's notorious for dating white boys. And if you remember, what was that, 2 seasons ago on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she was dating that little racist rich white lady that was on there that season messing with Garcelle and Sutton. She was dating her son. That boy. So it's gonna be cute to see Ava out on her own doing her thing. Happy to see another person of color on this show. So shout out to Ava. Amira Despain has hustle in her DNA. Born in Dubai and raised in Dallas, she turned her NYU degree and a killer internship into a coveted role as Paper Magazine's beauty director, and now she's thriving as one of New York's most successful content creators. Ambitious, driven, and always 2 steps ahead, Amira lives life on her own terms and never apologizes for her success. She usually stays above the fray when drama unfolds, but this summer, balancing romance and friendship loyalties might disrupt her perfectly planned hustle. Now, I don't know if a lot of you know who Amira is, but she's also a content creator. She does a lot on TikTok and Instagram. She does beauty tutorials. She's also a trans woman. She's also of mixed race heritage. She's a black woman as well. And I've been following Amira now for about 3 years or so, and I've watched her transition from male to woman, and she is just so stunningly beautiful. She works for Victoria's Secret. She can dress. She's tall and statuesque. She is just so beautiful. So it's going to be really dope to see a trans woman of color who is cunty and beautiful and fabulous on this show. And I really love and appreciate that they didn't even add in her bio that she was a trans woman. I love that they are just representing her and presenting her to us as a woman. I love that. And she messy. So I cannot wait to see Amira. Shy Frewster has spent his whole life adapting more growing up between Israel and China to transplanting into a suburban New Jersey high school. Now, after a year in Manhattan's Electric East Village, he's finally free to explore creativity, romance, and the endless pursuit of authenticity. But joining this circle of bold, connected, and ambitious friends might be more than he bargained for. Now, I don't know who this young man is, what he got going on, who his parents are, but I guess we'll find out more about him when the show airs. Gia Giudice might be Jersey royalty thanks to her mom, the Real Housewives of New Jersey's Teresa Giudice, but she's determined to build a legacy all her own. Fresh out of college and with law school on pause, Gia is juggling schedules to see her long-term boyfriend and hustling nonstop between New Jersey and Manhattan. Gia's survived a lifetime of family drama in the public eye, making her fiercely protective of family and friendships. But while Gia has plenty of the actual drive into the city might just push her over the edge. Despite Gia's ambitious and loyal nature, the pull of Manhattan might shift her priorities. Now, I am not a big fan of Gia's. I never really have been. Ever since she was a little girl on Jersey, I always thought that she was too grown and they involved her in too many grown conversations and situations. She got a mouth on her, and I don't think that that's going to fly with these group of kids. It's going to be really interesting to see how she navigates being around other outspoken teenagers and young adults that are her age that ain't about to play with her like them people in Jersey play with her. And based off the tea that I have later on in this video, I really ain't seeing it for Gia, and I hope that she gets checked, okay, while on this show. Brooks Marks wasn't born into the spotlight. He walked right into it in a perfectly tailored tracksuit when his mom, Meredith Marks, made her debut on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City while he was in college at NYU. Now a fashion entrepreneur, Brooks has big dreams, but his real talent is finding himself in the middle of drama despite claiming he hates conflict. As he turns 25, Brooks faces a major crossroads: step out from under his mom's shadow, or keep playing referee between family demands, messy friendships, and a never-ending to-do list. Can he finally put himself first, or will his signature poker face crack under the pressure? Now, this is another Nepo baby that I really don't see it for either. Brooks is just, I don't like his vocal fry voice. His fashions don't be hitting on nothing. He is not a good designer. Hopefully he gets better over the years. And based on the trailer, he looks like he's going to be the cause of a lot of the drama that goes on this season. So we going to see what Mr. Brooks is going to give. Georgia McCann is New York's ultimate Gen Z it girl. Bold, brilliant, and unapologetically original. A fourth-generation New Yorker, Georgia fiercely defends the city's artistic soul from developers and finance bros alike. As a brand and events creative strategist, Georgia rules the downtown scene. The city has always been her first love, but this summer, a surprising romance and shifting friendships might shake things up, threatening to leave Georgia a carefully curated world in turmoil. Now, this is another young person that I don't know anything about. It seems like she comes from a wealthy family, so we gonna see what she got to give too. Hudson McLaroy comes from an Atlanta family known for massive self-made success, and he's already had early success on his own as an investor. Now he's heading straight into the hustle of New York City, all in the name of love. He and Ariana Biermann have been on again, off again sweethearts since junior high, and while they might seem like a match made in heaven, navigating Manhattan's social scene can be taxing on any relationship. Hudson's got charm, ambition, and a Southern gentleman's manner, but can he handle this circle of friends and frenemies? Or is fitting in about to become his riskiest investment yet? Okay, so Ariana then landed her a Nepo baby with money, coming from a wealthy family, because you know her mama and them ain't got no money. So she better hold on to this big fish. So we're going to really see the ins and out of this on again, off again relationship and why they make up to break up. I wonder, is anybody else going to get involved? Will there be a third person, another girl? So this is going to be juicy and drama filled right here. And lastly, we have Charlie Zakur, who is a crypto trader and private investor who's been ruling NYC's club scene since he was 14. And he knows everyone and their secrets. Charming but blunt, Charlie says exactly what's on his mind and sometimes what others wish he wouldn't. Beneath his tough exterior, he's fiercely loyal, especially to close confidants like Ava Dash. For the first summer in years, Charlie finds himself basking in his autonomy, but he might find being unattached creates more drama than ever. Now, I don't know who he is either, but I can't wait to learn more about him, especially since he's going to be a part of the drama. So T-Squad, now that we have met the cast and have learned their storylines for the upcoming season, let's get into the shade and the drama of it all. So Gia Giudice, I don't know if she has a podcast or something, but she was interviewing Dolores Catania from Real Housewives of New Jersey. Now, we all know that Dolores and Teresa have been really close friends since they were teenagers. And, you know, Dolores has an affinity towards the kids, towards Gia and her siblings. So in this interview, she said something very shocking about Riley, and a lot of people didn't really take too kindly to Dolores's reaction to Gia's comment. Let's take a look at the video footage.
Riley, Candy's daughter, I actually said to her once, I feel like Atlanta and Jersey give same energy. She got really offended by that.
Really?
Yeah. Why? I don't know. She looked at me and said, no, they're very different.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
Doesn't look like that to me.
I was very surprised, but she got very offended when I said that.
That's not nice.
It was kind of me also trying to bond over something.
Yeah.
You know, both of our moms are on Housewives. We're on Housewives, just trying to break
the ice, break the ice a little.
She didn't like it.
Well, right off the bat, then you know that that's the pace of the relationship that you'll have with that person.
Yeah. Riley, Candy's daughter, I actually said to her once.
First of all, I'm going to take this with a grain of salt coming from Gia, because let's be honest, you know how people like to embellish stuff, especially white women. As soon as you disagree with anything that they have to say, then you're being combative, you're being aggressive, or you're angry, and all of these different things. Riley could have probably just said, girl, bye, no, or, something simple, and she took it as, oh my God, she didn't like what I said. She was really upset about it. So I don't even know if I really believe that Riley just had an attitude because she compared the franchises. I don't even think Riley cared that enough to get an attitude about something so trivial. But at the end of the day, they're not the same. They're not the same. They're two totally different shows with two totally different energies about it. It just wasn't a good comparison. And the other thing that I didn't like about this was Dolores's response. As soon as she said the statement, you notice that Dolores curled up her upper lip and talking about, yeah, that's not nice. Well, now you know how she is or whatever. Like, you would think that your grown ass would have been like, well, maybe it was a misunderstanding, da 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 da, not try to create an even bigger wedge between the two girls. Like, I would think that she would have a bit more class and support and humility to try to bring the girls together. I don't like Dolores. I've been telling y'all for the longest that I can't stand her. Cannot stand her. I really truly cannot stand her. I want to kick her in the throat. I really do not like her. I simply cannot stand her. Oh my goodness, I can't stand her. And I really loved what Kempire had to say about this. He tweeted, what doesn't sit right with me is how a grown, mature woman, Dolores, handled this conversation. She didn't give grace and immediately judged Riley without knowing exactly what Riley said or how she responded. She wanted to paint Riley as not nice because she was offended by Gia's comparison. Like, once again, he feels exactly the way that I feel. She totally handled this situation totally wrong and should not have even fed into that, because you're acting just as childish and immaturish as the situation itself. Like, really? And this is why y'all show ain't nothing like Atlantis. Ain't nothing like Atlantis, okay? No. No, and then my thing is, like Kempire said, you weren't even there to know the context of what Riley said, what she actually said, her mannerisms, her anything. You don't know. So you just can't make a judgment based off one side of the situation. I don't like that. And I hope Candy check her ass if and when she sees her. Ugh, cannot stand that heifer. Up here wanting to look like a black girl, but given that she don't really care for black women type of energy. Up here getting her booty done and all of this stuff. Bye, Dolores. You can suck balls and Gia can suck balls. I don't like neither one of yous. That is it for this video, you guys. Next Gen NYC airs on Bravo June 3rd, which is a Tuesday. I will be tuning in and watching it on my Patreon with you guys. So if you are not subscribed to my Patreon, please do so right now. The link is down below in the description box. You'll be able to watch along with me and get my reaction as I watch the show. I'm really looking forward to it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Gia and Riley situation. What do you think about the cast and their storylines? Let's talk about it. Let me know if you're excited about this show or not. I love you guys. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.